Warning: the show you are about to watch is for comedic purposes only. We strive to entertain and make you laugh. We strive to keep things family friendly and keep it at a PG-13 rating. The show itself covers news topics that you probably don't see every day, pop culture, TV shows, movies, video games, and a redneck. If we make you laugh just once, then we're doing our jobs. If you get offended in any way whatsoever, go cry to your mom because these two military veterans don't want to hear about it. So sit back, relax, join in on the shenanigans, and enjoy the show. Broadcasting straight to you from the good old interwebs on Accidental Punch TV, it's The Sully Show. Starring JT Hollis and the not-so-mastermind of the entire program, Sully. Join us in our viewer chat. And now, here's Sully! Yes! And we're live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sully Show. I'm Sully, the not-so-host with the most, because, yeah, impromptu live. Joys of having a foot of snow. With me today, as always, is my friend, my redneck brother from another mother, the one person that has yet to meet each other in person, the toothless wonder himself, JT Hollis. Hello, JT. How are you today?
I'm doing good, man. How about yourself? And yeah, it's amazing. We've been doing this show for like 13 years now. And we talk, we act like we're best friends and that we've known each other all our freaking lives and all that. But we have never met in person.
We never have. We've never met in person. It's crazy. After all this time, you would think that we would have at least, met each other in person. I mean,
well, at least one of us gotten off our asses and gone to see the other person, but we're both too freaking lazy for that.
We really are. We really are. I mean, we have our own lives. It's crazy, I tell you. Crazy.
Right.
Oh, well, before we go down the rabbit hole of awesomeness, JT, who do we have in the chat room today, sir?
Well, I will tell you this. Remember all the changes that I told you I made before the start of the show?
Yes.
I switched it back. I switched it all back around because it was driving me nuts.
That's awesome.
But in the chat room tonight, we got the punchers starting to come on in. First one in the chat room tonight was the master of useless information that has saved our asses more times than we can count because we can't get past 15.
True.
That would be Big Tank. He is with us tonight. The longest subscribing member and the ghost host. There you go. The ghost host of the Sully Show. The third person in the crew, the one and only Lady Death, a.k.a. Nakaya. She is with us as well.
Yeah.
And sneaking quietly into the room as she came in and she whispered, "Hola, little man is sleeping." The one and only Hidden Nature, a.k.a. Amanda, is with us as well.
Okay, let me give you some advice. You don't need to whisper. Don't whisper.
I know.
No. Hidden Nature, don't whisper. Do the things you normally do.
Yes.
Yes.
They're used to it.
You can be quiet, but for example, the baby's taking a nap. Vacuum. Yes, vacuum. Make noise. They need to get adjusted to hearing things around the house.
Yes.
Simple as that.
I'd let him get a little bit older first, to where like he's sleeping through the night, maybe.
Hopefully he
before I would start to do those things. But yeah, I agree.
I mean, it is what it is.
I do want to say congratulations to Lady Death, who is currently on a 5-stream streak here watching the show, which is very cool.
No way.
Yep. 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 That's that's the little pop-up that I have. And Nakia also says, if by some freak of nature she happens to ever get married again, I'm flying Sully in to do the DJing, and I will bring JT in too, just because, well, it's my wedding. But see, if we do that, we would have to do the Sully Show live.
Yes.
From Nakia's wedding.
Yes.
That could be fun.
It's awesome.
Sully and JT in the same room for the first time ever. At a wedding. At Nakia's wedding. Drunk off our asses. He's DJing and we're doing the show at the same time. That could be interesting.
That would be interesting. And you know me, I've always wanted to do a live show somewhere. Always wanted to do a live show somewhere. So,
I mean, I loved doing live spots when I was doing radio, man.
Oh, it was so much fun.
It was fun.
So much fun. And it's funny because, well, not funny like haha, funny strange, that when I first got into radio, graduated from Connecticut School of Broadcasting, and I interned at Radio Disney. Me.
Really?
Radio Disney.
Me. I never knew that.
Yes.
That's kind of scary.
So they had
kind of scary that Disney would let you anywhere near them.
They had a program, and it was a local program. So all the AM Radio Disney channels had this local program called The Backyard Show. Okay. And the Backyard Show was, local people like police officers, firefighters, doing safety tips for kids. This was a safety thing for kids. And at the time, I got to interview Richard Blumenthal, who's now a senator.
You say the name's familiar.
Yeah. He's now Senator Blumenthal for Connecticut. And it was cool. I still have it. It's actually right under my desk in my CD holder. I have all the Backyard shows that I had been a part of. But
nice.
It was interesting because it was an AM station, so everything had to be in mono. And I went,
geez,
no. And don't get me wrong, it did. It had to be in mono because it was an AM station, so you had to do what they had to do. But the minute I got home and I had the whole show, mess ups and everything, I made it stereo.
Oops.
Hey, no, it was my voice. I recorded it.
No, I know, but when you sent it in and they came back and said, this was supposed to be in mono. Oh, I thought I did it in mono.
Oh no, I gave it to them in mono. I still have it.
Okay.
And this was before jump drives were all the rage, so you had to burn it to a CD first. I know,
ouch.
Right? Old school.
Yes, very old school. Amanda just said, JT, if you come here to Connecticut to Sully's house, then I'm so crashing that house too.
No, wait a minute. She did not call me Sully. She called me Sally.
Oh, shit.
So
what she truly thinks of you just came out.
And I've known her for years. How dare you?
Right?
The nerve.
So how has your week been so far, my friend?
Not too shabby. Impromptu live show. We were going to do a best of today. But I do want to give a shout out to Lena on Twitter. She was watching on Twitter. She started messaging me back and forth how the stream was going. I said, come on in, have some fun with us. So if you have a Twitch account, Lena, come on in. We don't bite. Hidden Nature does.
Twitch.tv.
But
Twitch.tv/accidental punch is the place to be.
Come on in and get to know us, because you know what? We're fun. We are.
He's fun. I'm kind of the stick in the mud that,
Now listen, are you going to be a bump on the road?
Yes, I am. I'm in a bad mood tonight, damn it. And I'm going to take it out on you.
Hidden Nature's Sully, Sally, what's the difference?
I want to say hi to Keaton, who's just joined us. Came in the room and said, what's up, fellas?
What's up, Keaton? My buddy Keaton. Hopefully Kate's listening too. I miss you
to
guys.
have y'all along with us.
Miss you guys. So, obviously, there she is. There's Lena. She just came in. Look at that. Lena,
Hey, there you go.
welcome. Welcome to the Nut House.
Nice to have
You've
you
been
along.
warned.
And great to say hello to one of our good friends from across the pond.
Oh, yeah, it's across the pond.
Yes, across the pond. Our good friend Neil has joined us in the chat room tonight.
Via Facebook.
He says, morning, OSC friends. Listening in while trying to get my head around this damn course. And this course he's taking is, I mean, he's got to answer questions that I can't even understand the words for.
I saw those questions. I don't know. Am I able to show those questions?
Good question.
I'm sure he'll mention it, but I'm just curious if that's something that I can do, if I can show those questions, because I would love to see you try and answer some of these.
Yeah, no shit. And then the last thing he said was adult education seemed like a good idea at the time. Well, Neil, number one, if you take adult education, that means that you have to be an adult.
Agreed. I agree with that. You do.
So I won't say that counts him out completely, but I would say at least disqualifies him by 50%.
Give or take.
Give or take, yeah.
Lena wants to know how the stream is going. So far, so good, buddy.
But we're only 10 minutes in.
Listen, we haven't been derailed
And
yet.
he said, yes, you can, by the way.
Woohoo! Okay, I got to go find those questions because...
well, while you're doing that, I got a messed up little story to tell you.
Oh, please, by all means.
About something that happened to me.
But before we get into our yearly Super Bowl commercial critique,
Right. Yeah, that's coming. That's coming. And boy, Sully got some shit to say about that.
Taylor Swift won.
Want to say hi to our good friend Koshetti.
What's up, buddy?
Koshetti has joined us. Great to have you along as always. So Thursday, right?
Yeah.
I'm out in the shop working on my VGD stuff and working on one of the bass fishing pole holders that I'm working on, right? And I get done and I go inside and I have lunch and I lay down and I take my nap and everything. And everything was fine when I lay down and take my nap.
Okay.
I woke up 2 hours later and I couldn't use my right arm.
Really?
Yeah. Woke up 2 hours later, couldn't use my right arm. I couldn't even shrug my shoulder. I could barely move like the bottom part of my arm. If I was sitting in my chair and wanted to put my arm up on the armrest, I literally had to use my other hand, lift my arm up and move it over and put it down.
Oh, okay.
Painful as hell. I mean, it felt like somebody was just stabbing me constantly right up in the shoulder.
Okay.
What in the is going on here? You know? And so I went through Tuesday night and we're sitting there on Friday and we're talking. Me and Carrie talking. It's like, well, you know, do we go to the ER? Do we go to the walk-in clinic that they have right down the road? Do we go see my pain doctor? Do I call the VA and get in there? What should we do?
Okay.
So we decided, you know what, we're going to call my pain doctor, talk to them, explain what's going on, and see what they think we should do. Because the tricky thing with me having the pain doctor through the VA, any medications that I get have to be either approved or prescribed through my pain doctor.
Makes sense.
So we called them and they said, well, you know, come on in. We'll take a look at it. We'll see what we can do. And apparently, somehow or another, I managed to either tear, stress out, or strain all the muscles in my shoulder.
Ouch.
While I slept.
Oof.
I want to say hi to our good friend Will. Just joined us in the chat room.
Will?
Came in and says, hey, fellow Jedi.
Lena says that she's glad she's watching with our kindness. Just saying.
We're glad to have you along, and hopefully you will still feel that way at the end of the show.
Awesome. Awesome sauce.
Hopefully you will still feel that way. So yeah, somehow or another, I managed to mess up all the strain the muscles or stress them or sprain them or something. He doesn't know for sure what.
You really should stop
So
doing that.
I don't know what I did. That's just it. Like I said, when I laid down Thursday afternoon, I was fine. No problems with my arms, no nothing.
Right.
I woke up and I mean, you would have thought I had a stroke, and my arm was just dangling there.
Okay. Makes sense.
So weird. So I haven't been able to work out in the garage since Thursday.
Yikes.
So it's been driving me nuts. But of course, for the last few days I was in pain, so it didn't bother me too much. But like today and yesterday, as I've been getting my arm back,
Right.
it's been starting to bug me. So I went out there yesterday I went out and I did a couple of small things, try not to stress it too much,
Yeah, well, you don't
I
want
went
to
up
hurt
there
yourself
today.
any more than already did.
Right, exactly. So I went out today and I managed to get almost 2 hours in grinding time before I had to quit.
All right, then.
So,
Want to say
but he-
hi to
he
Mr.
put-
Bunky. Mr. Bunky just came in. What's up, dude?
He put me on a bunch of anti-inflammatory medication stuff, and he's like, "Now it's going to go away, but if it comes back, like within a week, if it comes back within a week, you need to come back, and we'll get you an MRI on it and find out what's really going on up there."
Oof. By the way, I forget.
So.
Did Neil post did he send it to us or did I see it on his Facebook page?
You saw it on his Facebook page.
Okay. That's what I thought. Hold on.
Yes,
I
you saw it on his Facebook.
Okay, that's
And-
what I thought.
And thank you, Amanda. Amanda says that the bats I'm working on are awesome. It reminds her of fishing with her dad.
Aw. All right, let's see. So just looking at the first thing, I'm like, oh, okay. So obviously you're gonna correct stuff. You're not gonna hurt yourself anymore because we don't want you being hurt.
I hurt myself without knowing I hurt myself.
You have a bad back to begin with, so yeah.
Bad back, bad knees, bad ankle, bad neck, bad wrist. I mean, we could, you don't want to have the whole list because that would take the rest of the first hour of the show.
Yeah. So these are, and you know what? I think everybody can answer this. Everybody can answer this if they want. This is great. So this is match the skills to their definitions. Match the skills to their definitions.
So you mean like pooping and wiping?
So
or peeing and flushing, that kind of thing.
Here are the terms: active attentiveness, paraphrasing, empathic listening.
Start again because I missed the first part.
Active attentiveness. Get it?
I got distracted by a message from Cochetti, so it's not my fault.
That's okay.
That I was distracted.
That's
you have
right.
my full attention. Go ahead, start over.
All right. So we're matching the terms to the definitions.
Okay.
Active attentiveness. And by the way, you can't look any of this shit up. Nobody, you're not allowed. No Googling. No. And this is for everybody in the chat room too. No Googling. But we will help Neil with his homework. Have no problem doing that. Whether it's
so in
right
other
or
words,
not.
go with the opposite of whatever we pick.
Yeah, right, whether it's right or not, you're on your own. So okay. So he says this is from the first assignment from the level 3 counseling skills course. Okay, perfect. So active attentiveness, paraphrasing, empathic listening, summarizing, immediacy, focusing, clarifying. Some good terms. All terms we use here in the States that would probably have completely different meaning over in England, where Neil is.
Possibly. Yeah.
So, some might be similar.
The only one of those words that I knew was focusing.
So here's the definition. Here's the first one. This is the key skill of focusing attention on the here and now. Now, mind you, here as in hearing, not here as in here. Okay? Here is in hearing, here and now. Relationship of the counselor and the client in order to challenge defensiveness and or heighten awareness.
I'm going to go with, wasn't one of them active listening?
Active attentiveness.
Attentive listening. Was
Okay.
that it?
So Hidden Nature says empathic listening. All right.
Okay.
Neil, you're going to have to let us know if we're getting this right or not, by the way. I know you took it yesterday, but I love it. His post, by the way, was this is not Neil friendly language.
Right.
Makes sense. Neil says you need to write a minimum of 150 words for the answer with a 10% leeway. No way. Not with this. This is just matching the skills to their definitions. You're thinking of question number 4, which is define working at an appropriate pace in a counseling skills session. That is 150 plus or minus 10%. Don't get them confused. Read the fine print. Number 2.
Okay.
This is a type of questioning that encourages the clients to look more closely at specific aspects of a problem. It helps clients define issues more clearly.
So in other words, you're clarifying things.
Yeah. You're clarifying things. Neil says, look at it properly, Mr. Sully, and you'll see it says similar for all of them. No, it doesn't.
Sully, don't argue with the student. You're not the teacher.
I'm just looking at the paper that's in front of me. Match the skills to their definitions, 1.3 in parentheses. No other instructions. Then number 4, underneath it, define working at an appropriate pace in a counseling skills session, 150 words plus or minus 10%. How can you write a paragraph of 150 words when you're matching their definitions? Section 3, Section 4. Read the fine print, my friend. I'm here to help. Whether you get it right or not, different story.
Right.
Different story altogether. I have a feeling Hidden Nature has taken this test before. Because I think she's onto something here. I really do. I think she's onto something. Number 3, this is the process of tying together all that has been talked about during part or all of the counseling session. It attempts to draw together the main threads of what has been discussed, also known as you crazy.
Lassoing.
Summarizing.
Oh.
Come on, even I know that. Summarizing.
Lassoing works for me.
This is a skill that involves observing the verbal and nonverbal behaviors as one way of understanding what a person is experiencing. It is about listening to a person, not just hearing the person.
I'm screwed.
Will says reiterating.
Say it again, man.
Say what? Say what?
Play it again, Sam.
The next one, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5. This is a brief response in the hearer's own words that captures the main points of what the other person has said. It may condense or expand what has been said. I'd probably have to agree with Hidden Nature on this one. Active attentiveness. That's probably where I would put that.
Hmm.
Maybe. I don't know. This is so not me. I would. Don't get me wrong. I love helping people, but
Yeah,
being
take none of our advice.
being a counselor, it reminds me of the what was it, the Geico commercials? I think it was Geico, where if other people did different jobs, like if a drill instructor was a counselor.
Right. Hell is your problem, son? Get your head out your ass and let's get moving, move.
Buttercup. Well, maybe we could take a ride to Mamby-Pamby Land.
Right. I like the suck it up Buttercup line. That was a good one.
And don't get me wrong, this is not to make fun of counselors at all, or people have to go to counseling. No. It is a very good thing.
Yep.
Will says the poor kid was crying.
Now, well, to clarify, the poor kid was crying when he came in.
Absolutely. We just made it worse.
He's just crying harder now that, so.
The next one, this is trying to see the world of another person from their point of view. It has been described as walking in someone else's shoes, understanding how they feel and think. I don't know. I think I would go with focusing.
Well,
maybe focusing. I don't know. This is not my thing, by the way, folks.
But
not
the point being, and just from these 4 that he's done, we can tell very quickly why Neil is like, yeah, this ain't for me. I can't remember his exact words, but it's like something along the lines of, the kind of like these words are too big for me too.
So here's my question for Neil, and I know he's still watching. Is this going to be like a new career type thing for you, or what?
No, he's trying to better himself.
Which is fine.
His education counselor,
okay,
has, in my opinion, been pushing him a little bit too hard to continue to try and improve himself through these courses.
Okay, but
personally, I think they've been pushing a little too hard. But
perfectly fine.
I don't blame him for what he's doing. It's definitely, and it's helping him to understand himself and some of the issues that he's been having. As an example, and Sully, this one, the lady in the black dress.
Yes.
That he talked about when he was doing the marathon running and stuff like that.
Yes.
So, but I know it's been helping him, but I think they're pushing him a little bit too hard. But that's just me. He says, I have to achieve level 3 grade, level 4 grade, then 3 years at university to achieve a diploma, and eventually qualify as a therapeutic counselor. It is a 6-year project.
Wow. That's crazy.
Holy crap. Lawyers don't even go to school that long.
Yes, they do.
That's a lot of work. But Neil, I'll tell you what, brother. I am behind you 100%, man.
Absolutely.
And you know that. And I'm sitting right. Every time he puts a post up, I'm like, you got this, man.
Doesn't mean we can't have fun with it, though.
Oh, no. No. I want to say hi to our good friend from across the northern border, the Queen of the Crochet Needle, Miss Carol. I just now saw her come in.
Welcome.
Great to have her along. And she says, wow, that is a lot of time to put in.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. I do want to read this last one before we move on to Super Bowl commercials. This last one. This is the process whereby the counselor checks understanding and that information is clear. It can involve paraphrasing, reflecting, or asking relevant questions.
I have an answer to that.
Oh, please.
Scotty, one to beam up.
You know, that was actually never said in Star Trek.
I don't care. Get the point across.
It really was. It was never, Scotty, beam me up. Nope. It was never said in Star Trek. There's your
one to beam up or whatever it is. You get the point.
There's your nerddom. What did he say? What's that say? I can't read.
He says, Neil says, I have been fortunate in the past as I have had help with my mental health battles. There are people who can't get help.
Mm-hmm.
If I can help and or save just one person, then all of my physical scars will have been for a reason.
You know what you should do? And this is just me being me. You
can't be anybody else.
You should have them as part of their therapy or bettering themselves. Tune into the show every Tuesday. In your case, Wednesday. In your case, Wednesday.
The preface would be, whatever you do, don't be like these two.
Right. See? There it is. There it is. If we can help you forget about life for 2 hours, we're good, man. We're good.
Yes, sir, we are. You want to knock out the dad jokes real quick?
Yeah, let's do it. Wait.
Let's do it.
Hang on. I think I have... Nope, wrong one. That's the one. Okay. All right. I've got the music ready for you, so go for it.
All right, folks. This is Sully Show's weekly dad jokes.
Yeah.
From courtesy me, JT, and of course, Sully tosses some to me every now and then. I got got 3 questions for you this week. 3 questions for the dad jokes. Question number 1. What did the full glass say to the empty glass?
Well, I don't know. What did the full... What was the full glass say to the empty glass? I got it wrong already.
Yes. What did the full glass say to the empty glass?
What did the full... I don't know. What did the full glass say to the empty glass?
You look drunk.
That's a good one.
All right. What do you... Oh, come on. That wasn't a womp womp. Amanda says it said, drink me, you asshole. I like that answer, too.
That was a good one.
Next one. What do you call a dog that's been run over by a steamroller?
I don't know. What do you call a dog that was run over by a steamroller?
Bot. That's a shotgun blast right there.
You got the shotgun and the car crash.
Nice. Oh, Amanda says to give us time to guess.
We can't. We have to keep moving here.
Yes, we do. And don't forget, there's a delay here between when I say it and you hear it.
Yeah, it's like a...
All right.
I think it's a 7 to 8 second delay, so...
Something like that. All right. Question number 3.
All right.
3. What did the fish say when he hit the wall?
I don't know. What did the fish say when he hit the wall?
Damn.
Jesus Christ!
I'm gonna slap the stupid out of you, boy.
Never gonna happen. And Bunky says, did you know trees poop? Did you know trees poop? You always write with a number 2.
There it is. I get it. Number 2 pencil. Number 2. That's a good one, Mr. Bunky.
There
All
you go. This week's Sully Show dad jokes of the week. Bam!
Yay. All right. It's that time, folks. It is that time.
Before, I mean, we haven't even started. We're getting ready to start. We haven't started yet, but Neil already goes. As for the Swift Bull halftime show, I don't know who that guy was, but it made my ears bleed.
Oh, come on. That was Usher.
Still made my ears bleed, but anyway.
Yeah, a lot, and again, a lot of people loved the halftime show, and a lot of people didn't. I wasn't a big fan of it. I thought it was all right. I thought it was missing something.
Yeah, it seemed kind of hollow, and it was supposed to be for him a celebration of 30 years of music.
Yes.
And everything, and one person made a comment which kind of made me laugh because they're like, "Man, this guy sucks. He can't even finish his song."
Apparently they didn't pay attention because he wasn't lip syncing a few times either.
Right.
And just for the record, Will says Usher acting like Michael Jackson. Oh, yeah, that's great.
I can't argue with that one either.
No, you really can't.
Neil says, Usher, that's the guy who shows guests to their seat at a wedding night.
Yeah.
Or at a wedding, right. Sorry.
You're not wrong.
Didn't have the glasses on. No, you're not.
Not wrong.
So now we get to have fun and start destroying, I guess would be a good word for it.
Well, I don't know if it would actually be destroying, but...
Well, critiquing is too nice. I want to be meaner.
Okay. That works, I suppose. Well...
But, the commercials, that's the thing that everybody tunes in for, except obviously for, the ones that were just turning in for Taylor.
Listen, man. Wait a minute.
I refuse to say her last name.
Listen, I'm going to defend her here, which is rare. I know. But
right.
She has achieved something that no one has ever achieved. Ever. In the history of the NFL. Do you know what that is?
No, and probably don't care.
Okay. I will tell you. And people are going to, smack their heads once I say it. But so far, she is the only person to ever make it into the NFL and get to the Super Bowl and win it in their first year. You're welcome.
Without playing it down.
You're welcome. And listen, people bash her for, dating Travis Kelce, whatever. I don't care who you're with. As long as she's happy. I don't bash
her for dating Travis. Yeah. I mean,
as long as she's happy, I don't give a shit. People are going to make the jokes. And a lot of other people have already stated, you really shouldn't be making fun of Taylor Swift for this and this. It is what it is. I don't like Taylor Swift's music. I never have. Is she a bad person? Absolutely not. She does whatever she needs to do to, help raise money, donate, blah, 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 blah. She does all that good stuff because that is the way she is. Now, with that being said, clearly, there are jokes that can be said. Does that mean we don't like her? No. Does it mean we can have fun at her expense? Yes. It is a free country. We're able to. I actually have one of the articles that I had read about her. Since she has been spotted at a Kansas City Chiefs game, the first one she was at, from then to now, she has raised over $330 million for the NFL. And not only that, and here's where my respect for her comes in. At the Super Bowl, and there's a lot of video footage on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, it's all over, of her actually saying, we're going to play a game. And that game, my friends, was every single time they put her on the Jumbotron, her and everybody that she was with were pounding them. Pounding them back. Look up the video. Trust me. All you see is her and her friends just start chugging the drinks the minute she's up on that big screen. It's amazing. It's amazing. Big Tank says, Swift as a person is great for young women. Yes, absolutely. Make your dreams come true. Make your dreams come true. Roger Goodall even said that as long as Taylor is going to be around the NFL, she will be on TV. She's bringing in new fans. Yeah, all her Swifties who don't understand football. Now, with that being said, okay, aside from the commercials, which we're going to get into because we're running out of time here, what did you think of Tony Romo?
I didn't know Tony Romo was broadcasting.
Really? You didn't know that was him talking your ear off?
Nope.
Making all the 90s puns?
Of course, I was pretty much ignoring him. I really don't listen to the broadcasters very much, except when they're actually talking about the play going on the field.
Okay.
Because otherwise they're just spouting crap.
Okay.
Giving their own personal opinions about this and that and and everything else. If they're talking about football, I'll listen. If they're not, then I don't want to listen.
Big Tank, hey, she made it to the Super Bowl before the Cowboys since 96. Ooh.
Very true. It's not a lie.
Romo as a broadcaster is great because he calls a lot of plays over his career. Were you watching the same game? And the only
thing
reason
that bothers me, the thing, and I'll try to do this quick.
Okay.
The thing that bothers me about the broadcasters is he should do this. He should do that. He needs to do this. He ought to have done that. He should have done that.
Yeah.
No, that's not what you're there for.
Yeah.
You're there to say, well, these are his options.
Right.
These are things, maybe he could think about trying something like this or what. Not to tell the coach how to call the freaking game while the game's going on.
Now, I'm glad you bring that up because the other thing that he did, and it took him almost 3 quarters to do it, was he went old school John Madden and started drawing on the screen. And I'm like, well, it's about time somebody freaking did that.
They hardly ever do that anymore.
That was Madden's thing.
Hardly ever do that anymore.
That was John Madden's thing. You can't bash them for doing it because that was his thing. He's the one who made it work.
Well, but
and then of course Brett Favre.
He started doing it. He made it work.
Right.
But it helped. It helped people who don't really understand the game to understand what he's talking about.
And that's the next thing that I'm glad you brought up. Because if you didn't know, the game was being simulcast on Nickelodeon for the first time ever.
No.
Hold on.
This is at least the 3rd year that Nickelodeon's done this.
Not with the way they did it this year. Because this year, they had the voice of SpongeBob and Patrick doing the play-by-play of the game for the whole game.
Odd.
Wait a minute. It gets better. This, and I understand why they did this. Personally, if I had known Nickelodeon was playing the game at the same time, I probably would have tuned into that broadcast than CBS. Nothing against CBS.
Right.
But whenever there was a penalty on the field, Dora the Explorer would pop up.
Oh, God.
Wait, hold on. And would explain what the penalty was. And the reason they were doing that was to get the people that did not know the rules of football to understand why they were doing what they were doing and losing yardage and all these different penalties on the field, which was amazing. Then, of course, there were times throughout the broadcast, and this has been all over social media left and right. Every now and then, Dora the Explorer would pop up, open up her backpack to show the map. And for those that don't know Dora the Explorer, listen, I have an 8-year-old. She doesn't watch it, but I have younger cousins and nieces and nephews. They've seen it. I know everything about it. It's very helpful with learning. But she was she was trolling the teams. The reason she pulled out the map was to let the team know that the end zone's on this side.
Right.
I saw the video.
The
I
end zones
started
are at
dying.
the ends, not in the middle of the field, guys.
Yeah. I swear to God. Listen, whether you like the voice of SpongeBob or not, I would have tuned into that if I had known. I would have. I would have watched the Super Bowl that way, and it would have been hysterical.
I wouldn't have been. I would have tuned in maybe every now and then, but I would not be able to handle the voice of SpongeBob and Patrick for
too long.
3 hours plus. It would have been too much for me.
Yeah. Well, apparently they were trolling the game too. They weren't just doing play-by-play. They were cracking jokes the whole time. Like that to me, I'd watch that in a heartbeat. You can see what's going on with the game. You can. Mr. Bunky says it may be on YouTube. I think it is. Like some of the stuff, I think somebody already cut up the game and took certain segments of SpongeBob and Patrick and just spliced them all together with their funniest moments. Plus Dora just popping up out of nowhere. But I thought that was pretty cool. If they do it again next year, that's probably the one I'm going to watch. Nickelodeon.
You'll definitely be checking to see if they do.
Oh, absolutely I will, because I was laughing at the videos that I'd been seeing.
Right.
Just laughing. Which brings us to the commercials. Now, I know we've said this every year, and I will continue to say this every year. Good Morning America needs to frickin' stop.
Oh, not just Good Morning America, the Today Show as well.
Today Show, like all the morning shows, the week before the Super Bowl and the week of the Super Bowl, air the commercials.
Yep.
Why? Listen, I'm one of those people that I love to watch the Super Bowl commercials. I love the game too, but I love seeing the commercials when they're supposed to air.
For the first time.
Yes, for the first time.
For the first time.
Now, with that being said, they need to stop because it just doesn't have that feel anymore.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
They give everything away before you even get to it. And that's the only damn reason half the people are tuning into the game.
Yes. Now, I will say there were a lot of decent commercials this year. There were some decent ones. Not a lot. But the movie trailers, they usually show a movie trailer. At least 30 seconds to a minute of trailers. Mm-hmm. They didn't even do that this year.
Yeah.
They did like a teaser trailer and then said, watch the trailer online now. What?
Yeah.
I remember when they first did the Jurassic Park trailer. Oh, it was amazing. All you saw was water, the ripples, and then the T-Rex in the reflection of the water. With lightning, Jurassic Park, coming to a theater near you. Done. Neil says, I don't get all the hype with the commercials and the silly money that is paid for the privilege.
The commercial, dude, go back 10 years.
Yeah.
Go back 10 years and watch the commercials from the Super Bowl 10 years ago and 12 years ago and even 8 years ago.
Yeah.
They were, I mean, some of them were freaking hilarious. Damn near make you fall out of your chair funny.
Yes. Budweiser.
But they're not anymore.
The Bud Bowl.
You know,
Remember the Bud Bowl?
Budweiser came out with the frogs.
Bud.
The dog. What was the dog's name?
Spud.
Spud. He came out. He was revealed in during the Super Bowl.
Spud McKenzie.
You know, the big thing used to be the new Budweiser Clydesdale commercials. They've stopped making them.
Oh, they were so respectful with those.
I mean, when 9/11 happened.
Oh my God, that hit everybody.
When 9/11 happened and the Budweiser Clydesdale ad that they put on after 9/11 for the Super Bowl after 9/11 was frickin' epic.
Yeah.
Just simply epic.
Now,
but here over the last, I'd say 8 years or so, they have gone downhill every year. Now, I will agree with you. $7 million
per commercial
for 30 seconds.
Yeah,
so if you had a 1 minute commercial, $14 million freaking dollars.
Yeah.
Timu, which is one of the commercials that we have, 3 separate commercials, 30 seconds apiece, $21 million for a minute and a half,
which was very similar to the other commercials.
Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous, the money that they're paying for this crap. But here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
One, the companies that are paying it, it's not even a bump in their pocket.
No, it's not.
And two, the channels that are airing it are going to steal every freaking dollar that they can get from anybody they can get it from.
Right.
But you also think about this. Average cost between $7,500 and $8,000 just to go to the game.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Ridiculous.
It was crazy.
Ridiculous. I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
I think this year's actual game was one of the best in a long time.
Oh, it was a very low scoring game.
Low scoring game, very competitive. Both defenses were playing their freaking asses off.
Yeah. Big Tank
Sadly,
also
the team I wanted to win lost, but
Big Tank makes a very good point. He says a lot of companies pulled out because of the prices this year. Completely understandable. Completely understandable. I will say this, though. I did like one of the commercials very much. And that's this one.
I don't think you should do this. Last year she came to my work. Now I gotta show her what I can do.
He's here.
Fleck on the track.
What up, Bronx? For your consideration, here comes the Boston Massacre. Dunk.
Now, this alone is why I think that this is by far probably one of the best commercials that they had. Not just because of Ben Affleck, but everybody else too. Let's go on.
Keys! Touchdown, Tommy on them keys.
Player coach.
Got it.
I'm open. And needs no introduction, my partner.
Sometimes it's really hard to be your friend.
You said you were gonna support me.
Don't go away. My heart. Why you dunking me, girl? Why you dunking? My heart.
How do you like them donuts? I'm so
You
sorry.
had to see it, but I forgive you. Lay us on the track.
Are we gonna be on the album?
We talked about this.
Let's go. You're blinded by them pinstripes.
Wrap it up.
Here goes Babe Ruth.
Tom, you can stay.
You remember when I told you I'd do anything for you? This is anything.
Chill. They're naming a drink after us.
So I will admit, I did like that commercial. Mostly because Matt Damon stole it. Matt Damon stole that commercial.
he was the only good part of that commercial.
Oh, It really
You love this commercial. I couldn't stand it.
the,
I couldn't stand it.
really?
Yep.
I liked it just for that because Matt Damon's just like, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to, no. Just, yeah.
And, you know, I don't care how good of a friend of I am of yours.
Not
If
doing
you're
it.
going to try to get me to do something that freaking stupid, I don't know, man. And that includes you, Sully.
Well, I mean, I think you would if, you know, there was like $2 million in there.
Oh, man. I mean, if I'm getting paid,
you would sell out real
Yeah.
quick. You would sell out
better make it
real
to where I
quick.
never have to worry about doing a damn thing again in my life unless I want to, and that includes wiping my ass.
But you know, it's funny. Tom Brady was in more commercials for the Super Bowl than Peyton Manning ever was. And he did a lot of commercials for the Super Bowl. There were like 3 or 4 commercials just this year alone.
Yeah.
With Tom Brady.
Big Tank says Matt Damon is the king of cameos now after Stanley passed.
Absolutely, and he does it so well.
And he also says that you know that he's game for stupid shit pretty much at any time.
That is true. You are. You are. And that's okay.
I used to be, and then I got old.
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
Drop my lawn. Sorry.
But there were just a lot of commercials that I watched them and I said to myself, meh.
Most of them I went, why?
Yeah. Yeah. However,
That was my big one was why?
one of the other commercials obviously was a movie trailer, The Twisters. And I know we talked about it last year that they were making a sequel, which is technically a reboot of Twister. Just not with Bill Paxton. May he rest in peace.
It looks good though. It looks
good graphic wise. And don't get me wrong, Industrial Light and Magic did the effects for the first one, so you know they're doing the effects for the second one.
Right.
I'm a little weary because I saw Twister in the theaters. I want to give it a chance. I do. I want to give it a chance, but at the same time, I don't know. I just don't know.
This is the one that challenges you as a producer, director, artist, and writer because it makes you have to go in this with an open mind.
Yeah. But the problem, I don't know. I just don't know. I want it to succeed. I do. I want it to succeed. I don't know. I mean, first and foremost, you know it's going to have something to do with someone's kid. You know.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it's going to happen. Okay.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, let me see here. In October of 22, Twisters was announced to be in the works with a script written by Mark L. Smith and produced by Marshall, while directors Jimmy Chin and Elizabeth Chai Vasarely, sorry, I butchered your name. Dan Trachtenberg and Travis Knight were in talks to helm the project. There was hope that Helen Hunt would reprise her role, and it was reported that it would focus on the daughter of her and Bill Paxton's characters. The film incorporates climate change into the plot. That's one of the things that we kind of tapped, and it's true. I talked to so many storm experts, tornado experts, storm chasers, and rode around with some. Even the tornado season itself, because of climate change, what used to be Tornado Alley going through a certain stretch, it now extends so further east and it's moving across, and the dates are wider and the numbers are higher, and the storms themselves are more violent. Now, that is actually true. That is true. The only reason why I say that is because more and more tornadoes have been popping up here in Connecticut alone than anything else.
Wisconsin had their first tornado in February for the first time this couple of weeks ago.
Makes sense. It's a joint production between Universal Pictures, Warner Brothers, Amblin Entertainment, and the Kennedy Marshall Company, with Universal and Warner Brothers switching distribution positions, with the former taking North America and the latter to foreign continents. I want to give it a shot. I really do. But nothing beats the first one. But why does it always have to be a child of the main characters from a previous film? Why?
That's Hollywood doctrine.
Why? Yeah, but why can't you just have it be the new blood of researchers from their lab? Why does it have to be?
Because it would be too easy.
But why does it have to be a kid?
There'd be no conflict.
Oh, come bullshit.
Exactly.
Twisters. Enough said. Enough
Tornado.
said.
That's the conflict. Tornado.
Yeah. Well, we'll get into some more movie trailers hopefully later in the show, because right now we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to go right into the world record story.
Yeah,
then
buddy.
we're going to do hopefully the trailer park. And if we have time, I can't believe I read that, as well as this week's Dumbass of the Week. That was given to us by the shipmaster himself, Mr. Bunky. So keep it locked in. You are listening and watching The Sully Show right here on Accidental Punch TV. We will be right back. Both a threat and a promise.
When I served, my work was critical, and I don't feel like that's the case anymore.
I lost all of my friends when I got out. Had to start my whole life over.
I didn't know what to do each day. Then my marriage hit a real rough patch.
It got so bad that I was even thinking about suicide. I called the Veterans Crisis Line. I tell my buddies to call in case they ever need it.
When I retired, things slowed way down, and lots of bad memories came back. I still go through tough times, but I'm glad I called.
You are not alone.
You are not alone.
You are not alone.
The person on the other end of the line isn't going to judge. Lots of responders are veterans too.
We all need to take care of ourselves. If you're going through a rough time, call the Veterans Crisis Line.
The medical field, or maybe about your own home business. We can get you squared away. Check us out. Reach out to us at vgdshop.com or on Facebook at facebook.com/veterangardendeco and hang some VGD on your wall today. Actually done a couple of VGD projects for.
Mostly because, according to Christopher Freilander, wow, holy shit. This is like the perfect time to jump into Lake Michigan. Wow, holy crap. Because we already did the whole in-bed bit. So
Yeah,
there you go.
right.
It kind of went around the west end of Long Island. Not the west end, sorry, the east end of Long Island. Wow.
Authorities recovered the stolen car a few days later.
Leader? What the?
Yeah, a few days later.
News Channel 5 reports that according to wow, they're starting to do confetti all not confetti, wow, graffiti.
Jesus promised to get rid. Do you want to try it?
Have you ever been browsing the interwebs and you found that one video or article where you say to yourself, you know, that person's a real complete and total dumbass? Well, if you have, we want it! You can send it to us to accidentalpunch@gmail.com with the subject line, Dumbass of the Week. Tell us who you are, put the link to the video or article right there in the body, and send it on in. If you don't want to do that, make sure to join our Discord channel. If you click on the link when you're in our Twitch chat, you can join for free. And you can post that video or article right in our Dumbass of the Week channel. The Dumbass of the Week, every Tuesday right here on Accidental Punch TV and The Sully Show. Join the awesomeness you know you wanna.
Unfortunately, I was wearing steel tip boots. Boots. Yeah.
Yep, nope, I can't do it. The suspect was charged with DUI, speeding, resisting arrest, and driving under suspicion.
Driving under what?
Suspension.
Says here in the article too. The heels added an element of danger too. Your Achilles is okay. Achilles.
Simon Castaneda. Wow, I can't even pronounce the last name right.
Despite not recognizing the document, Captain Mahwald.
That is the end of this week's two Ewoks in a part. Wow, holy crap.
Confirmed the driver was, quote, issued a verbal warning and allowed.
Hi. We're back. Just putting it out there, we're back. Hello. Come on into the chat room, twitch.tv/accidentalpunch. A little bit of Van Halen to bring us back. Since, you know, we were talking about Twisters. And that's the other thing. How can you have Twisters without Van Halen? Just saying. That's what made it awesome, was the soundtrack. Putting it out there.
That in one line.
Right?
Cow.
Cow.
Another cow. No, that's the same cow.
Come on into the chat room, twitch.tv/accidentalpunch. That's where we're live. Want to say hi to Western Echo. Came in right before we went to break, and he says, anything is better than Amazon's Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I mean, hi. Well, I watched the trailer for that, and I'm like, nope. Nope. Why? Why?
See, you asked that question, and Hollywood's answer to that question is why not?
Yeah, and it's like, F you.
It's like, let's take everything that was a movie and make it into a TV series, and let's take everything that was a series and make it into a movie. That way, we don't have to use our brain to try and come up with something new and exciting.
I want to use my brain sometimes. Let's see. Big Tank says, well, I think The Fiancé had some of the best lines for a non-main character. For Mr. and Mrs. Smith? Or Twister? I'm thinking Twister. And she did. She did. I mean, you know, she was a sexual therapist. Western Echo says, the series had nothing to do with the movie concept. It was a failed attempt at a metaphor for a toxic relationship. Yeah. Did you watch it?
Yes, he's watched the whole thing.
Is it even out?
Oh, yeah, it's out.
How many episodes is it? I saw it and I'm like, no. And nothing against Donald Glover. Nothing against him. But I'm like, no. Let's see. 8 episodes. Yeah, so they released all 8 episodes at once.
Yeah, they did the classic Amazon dump.
8 hours you will never get back. I love it. Well, I'm glad you watched it because I saw the trailer and I'm like, no, this does not interest me. You know? It just didn't. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I think they should combine Money Pit, the movies Money Pit and Mr. and Mrs. Smith's, and make it to where they blow the house up, but it ends up nicer than it was when they got it.
Yeah.
You know?
With Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the lead actress was replaced partway through. What? No. Really? And then they had to, like, reshoot all the scenes? So it was doomed from the start.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed. Speaking
So
of
I do
things-
got to say, if anybody, real quick, if anybody remembers the Canadian hat pin that I did for my buddy Ian,
yes,
there's a picture of the final product and it hanging on his wall in the hashtag art channel on Discord right now. If you want to check it out.
Nice. Go check it out, folks. Go check it out. Well,
looks pretty freaking cool.
With that being said, speaking of things doomed from the start, mostly Echo's liver, which I'm sure he's got a drink all lined up for. I'm going to turn it over to you, JT, for this week's world record story.
Well, thank you very much, Sully. I do appreciate it, folks. Welcome back to the horse that refuses to die.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I would say, let's see, we got Dumbest of the Week. We got the third longest running bit on the Sully Show.
Echo. Seriously? The moment I'm listening live? God damn it. Yes, sir.
Purely coincidental. Just so happened to work out that way. Normally, it would have been in the first hour when you wouldn't have been here, but we had to do the Super Bowl stuff. So,
yeah.
Welcome back.
Surprise. Just for you.
Yes, the third longest, I think, running bit in the Sully Show history. It is the world record story. This is week number 87 of a live show in a row.
Yeah.
With having a world record story. And with tomorrow being Valentine's Day, I thought I would try to do some kind of a love theme or you know, something with a little affection to it.
Well, that's very
and
nice
that kind
of
of
you.
thing. So, how about the world record for the longest hug?
Aw. How
Yeah.
nice.
This is kind of a double dipper because I'm going to tell you what the original record was.
Oh, please do.
And
Inquiring
then
minds wanna
I'm
know.
going to tell you who broke it.
These people.
Those people are the ones that broke it.
Yeah.
You can leave that picture up there because I'm just going to give you the time on the other one.
You got it.
So, the longest time, the record that these two broke was 24 hours and 33 minutes of
know what?
maintaining a hug.
That's some gumption right there.
That's a whole lot of time of standing for one. Big Tank says, remember, kids, it's a hug and not a grope session.
Right.
Very good point.
Very good point indeed, my friend.
So, two college friends try to beat the record for the world's longest hug. Amanda Nurum, 19, and Alex Norum, 20, And yes, there's one letter difference between those two last names. Attempt to break the record.
Interesting.
And they succeeded by hugging each other for 31 hours. Quote, I honestly don't even believe that we did it, unquote, Amanda Nerman, or Nurum, sorry. Me and Alex are both happy we did it. We both agreed that if they didn't approve it, we're going to do it again. Niram, 19, her best friend Alec Norum, 20, decided they'd try and break the record this summer. Quote, we were really bored.
Yeah.
Hold my beer. Yeah, we were really bored and we're looking up some records that we could possibly beat. We saw the world's longest hug and said, oh, we can do this one. We sent in an application to the Guinness World Records, and a month or two later, they contacted us approving that we could do it.
Oh.
Niram said she and Norum held onto one another outside ISU, that would be Iowa State, library starting at 6 p.m. on September 18th until 1 a.m. on September 20th, a total of 31 hours. Quote, we had to have both arms locked around one another and we had to be standing the whole time.
Oof.
We were not allowed to sleep and it had to be in a public place where people would be walking around being witnesses.
Interesting.
Every 4 hours, friends would photograph and record evidence of their hug as proof. Niram and Norum were allowed 5-minute bathroom breaks every hour, and fellow students stopped by the event to feed the pair pizza, pulled pork, and energy drinks. Now, that was nice of them.
That was very nice of them, but I like Western Echo's idea better. He says, you think they had at least one friend who showed up and offered them a loaded bean burrito or some Indian food? Fire in the hole!
Let's see how much you love me, baby. Rip. Quote, I don't know a lot of people who can hold on to someone for so long without getting sick of it, Alex Norum said. I think the whole experience brought us a lot closer. It was such a positive experience for both of us. In your 4 years of college, you want to do things that you remember for the rest of your life. And for her and I, this was perfect for that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I would agree with you. And this is what Annette Hacker, the director of news services at Iowa State, said. She said that this isn't the first time ISU students have attempted to break world records. Quote, one of the more memorable records was more than a decade ago when our students made the world's largest Rice Krispies treat.
That's awesome.
To the best of my knowledge, this was the first time hugging has been involved.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It should be a great memory for these students' friendships and adventures at Iowa State, no matter what the Guinness judges decide. Iowa State once held the record for the world's tallest amaranth plant.
Oh.
According to Hacker. Guinness said the record for the world's longest hug was currently held by Ron O'Neill and Teresa Kerr of Canada. Their embrace was achieved, and that's the one that I was talking about before. Their embrace was achieved on July 13th, 2010. That lasted 24 hours and 33 minutes. Niram said she and Norum are in the process of sending evidence of their hug to Guinness for evaluation. So it is a record. However, it is not certified as of yet, as of the printing of this article, as a Guinness World Record.
Okay. Interesting.
And that was, of course, that was September 21st, 2015 is when this article was put out.
So then the question then becomes, is it certified now?
Good question.
So let's take a look, since that was almost 10 years ago now. Now, the question also becomes, are those two still together?
Well, they were friends. They weren't in a relationship.
Oh, bullshit. They got close.
They were in the, as they like to call it, the friendship zone.
Oh, yes, the friend zone. Everybody knows what the friend zone is like, yes.
Yes, we do.
Said no one ever.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Because, yeah.
Okay, longest hug.
Happy birthday.
Sorry. I hit the wrong button, okay?
It happened.
Sorry. Happens all the time. I can't help it. I touch the buttons and then all hell breaks loose and we're all going to die after that. Western Echo, she looks like overly attached girlfriend version 2.
That would be psychotic girlfriend.
Right? I think that works. I really do. I think it works.
I think so.
All
right.
Just saying. But yeah, I want to know if they're still if they're still friends or if they're together or whatnot, because hey, it is what it is. To refresh your memory, what did he do? Jonesy girl, what's up, babe? How are you? Just so I can share Western Echo's sense of humor and how we actually do miss him on the show because it's Western Echo. He wanted me to have everybody's memories refreshed with this wonderful gem of an image, which I think this one even recreated not too long ago. The viral picture of this. Yes, that's what it is. Jonesy Girl says it could be better. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad you're here. We're going to make it better, or at least try anyway, for the next, 45 minutes or so, because it's all good. We understand different time zones. It's all good. But yeah. So thanks for the memory, Echo. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So
there's an article that's dated September 30th, 2015.
Okay.
That says that the title is Two Iowa State Students Set the Guinness World Record for Longest Hug.
Okay, and that's about it.
But I'm still not seeing anything with, usually they show them holding the plaque.
Right.
That they get, so I cannot confirm for positive as of yet, but I will keep looking.
Okay. Makes sense. Sounds good to me. It is what it is.
So there you go, folks. 87 weeks in a row during a live show. 87 live shows in a row with a world record story.
Yeah. We have to stress the live shows.
Yes.
Stress the live shows. Because
Definitely.
Then we're all there. Western Echo just gave the longest hug.
I don't know if I want to open this or not. Pompeii.
I applaud you, sir. I applaud you. Oh my God, that was great. All right, let's see.
The only thing missing in that picture was the skeleton of a cat down in the corner by the feet.
Yeah. All right, let's do this. We should be able to nail these all in one shot, so let's do it.
Accidental Punch Productions and the Sully Show proud to bring to you the Trailer Park. And now, enjoy 3 brand new Hollywood movie trailers.
That's right. It's time for the Trailer Park. We've got 3 brand new Hollywood movie trailers that you probably saw on Sunday during the Super Bowl. Because, yeah, that's when they do new movie trailers. Because why not? Why not? The good thing is they're not very long. The bad thing is I'm going to do them out of order.
Oh, there they are.
I'm going to do them a little out of order. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Just saying. JT, we're going to do 2, 1, then 3. 2, 1, then 3. That's the order. So, if you haven't watched the Super Bowl, it's okay. Not going to hold it against you. But there were some pretty cool movies that are probably, what would you say, probably the most anticipated that are out there.
Yeah.
For some.
I would go with that.
For some. For others, maybe not.
Real quick, want to say hi to our good friend Sammy. Just join us in chat. We'll get to have you with us, sir, just in time for the trailer park.
Just in time for the trailer park. We're going to pump these out very quickly, too. First one brings us back to the world of Oz. Now, at first, people were like, there's going to be a remake of The Wizard of Oz? No, not really. But yes, here it is. Wicked, Part 1. Yeah. Part 1. Jonesy Girl says, ew, not this one. I'm not excited for this at all.
The best way to bring folks together.
This is where the jokes come in.
Is to give them a real good enemy.
You're green.
I am.
Something is not the same.
Something just takes over me. And when it does, bad things happen.
Yeah.
Once you learn to
Sorting hat
harness
from
your
Harry Potter.
emotions, the sky's the limit.
Bring her to me.
Don't be afraid. I'm not afraid. It's the wizard who should be afraid of me.
Wicked. That's right, Wicked. Based off the Broadway show, which I saw the Broadway show on Broadway. It was, I thought it was very nice.
Jonesy says she saw it in 2006 in Chicago.
Okay. All right. What'd you think of it? Western Echo says there are a few times I've switched to another channel during the ad. I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that. We discussed that they were not all that great. Some were decent, some not so much. Jonesy Girl loved the Broadway production. So I will tell you that I think I want to see it just for Jeff Goldblum, who's playing the wizard. Just saying that might, it's Jeff Goldblum.
Hey. If I watch it, I'd watch it for the flying monkeys, and that'd be about it.
True. I mean, that would be, pretty decent. I just don't know. I don't know how well it's going to translate to the screen.
Right.
I really don't. I don't know how well it's going to translate to the screen. Should be interesting, to say the least. Now, damn it. I closed out the wrong window.
Oops.
Whoopsie. Closed out the wrong window. We mentioned it earlier. And yes, we're going to show it. Because why not? I can't wait to hear what everybody's opinion is on this. Like I said, we just talked about it. Here's Twisters. Universal and Warner Brothers with the Amblin Entertainment bring to you a truck running and driving in the rain.
Guys, whatever's in there, it's big and it's moving fast. Drive. Go.
Yeah, drive, damn it.
Guys, you gotta get out of here. Do you hear me?
They're all gonna laugh at you.
Tyler Owens. Calls himself a tornado wrangler. If you feel it, I said if you feel it, all right, here we go. Oh, she's perfect.
She's gorgeous.
You thought you could destroy a tornado.
We never had a chance.
Oh, I see
You
what
want
they're
one?
doing. I see
You don't
what they're
face
doing.
your fears. You ride them.
They're right.
We got twins! Twins!
Was that it?
Nope.
The suck zone. Did you see that? They had the suck zone.
I would say they were in the suck zone.
Yeah. Western Echo, everyone's opinion. Don't! Right?
Right. No argument here.
Lady Death, the cow finally got their truck. Aw, that poor cow.
Jonesy says that didn't she look like Helen Hunt in that one scene where she's holding on?
Exactly, which is why they're saying that she is the daughter of her and Bill Paxton. May he rest in peace.
And Echo says, unless perhaps it turns into a cownado?
No.
One can only hope.
Sharknado, my friend. Sharknado. You missed it. Sharknado.
No, I'm sure he would have went Sharknado if he wanted to.
Ian can show up at any time.
Even in the middle of the Arizona desert. Yeah, buddy.
Sharks in the Twister. Sharks in the Twister. Jonesy Girl says, wait, is that the whole premise? That's the rumor. That's the rumor. She's the daughter.
He never did it, but she's the daughter.
So basically, from the trailer and from what I've heard of the rumors, here's basically what's happening. We have the daughter of Helen Hunt and Bill Paxton. She's going to be the rival lab to this Owen guy who rides tornadoes. Yay! And their goal is not to study a tornado, but to destroy it from the inside using Dorothy. Did I sum it up? Did I get it? I'm pretty sure I did. Pretty sure I did. Western Echo says, I bet they're going to feature a photo of Bill Paxton and show in memory of at the end. Ugh. Agreed.
So what's next?
What's next? You mean
what's next?
You mean the one movie that broke the internet on Super Bowl Sunday to today with 17.6 million views.
You might as well say 17.7.
Well, it's almost there. It's almost there. But Big Tank says, if we find out Owen is Carrie-O's son, I'll just walk out.
I got an easier way for you to do that, Tank. Don't walk in.
Yeah, don't walk in. But obviously...
Echo says Dune Part 2?
Obviously, no, not Dune Part 2. I'm looking forward to Dune Part 2, but I'm really looking forward to this.
Happy birthday to you.
All right, okay. It's been a challenging few years, for sure. But I'm happy. That is because of each and every one of you. I'm the luckiest man alive.
Make a wish, buddy.
Wade Wilson? Who's asking? Whoa. Is that supposed to be scary?
that that alone, I'm like, and here it comes. He's going to destroy everything.
Pegging isn't new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney.
Mr. Wilson, you appear to have soiled yourself while unconscious.
I wasn't unconscious. Who are you? Why am I here?
Walk with me. Wait. You are special.
Yes, he is.
This is your chance to be a hero among heroes.
I smell what you're stepping in, Sensei. Your little cinematic universe is about to change forever. I'm the Messiah. I am Marvel Jesus.
God, please! Oh my fuck!
Now, before we move ahead here, I just want to back it up. This screenshot right here, people are thinking that this is Doctor Doom.
Kind of looks like him.
It does look like him. It does.
I can see the reason behind that. Yeah.
Jonesy Girl says, "Wait, ending? Ryan Reynolds was only signed on to do 3 movies, and then Marvel and Disney got Deadpool back. So yeah, I'm sure they'll do more.
We'll see.
Now
Let's
I
move
will
on.
say this: if you look in the left of your screen there, if you just go to the left of this big circle thing, you can see what looks like a helicarrier wing.
Yeah,
right
the wing of a helicarrier.
Yeah. So keep an eye out for hidden Easter eggs. Jonesy Girl says, "Wait, Star Wars? Nope, close." Let's go on.
God, I love this part. Wait!
Now I'm going to pause it right here because, again, another Easter egg. And this is before everything was revealed. If you look to the left on your screen there, there's this nice little like square. It's really hard to see, but
Almost
it's
looks
there.
like an Indian headband.
So it's not. It is actually the cover of a comic book.
Ah, okay.
The cover of that comic book, if you zoom in, is a Secret Wars comic. Uh-huh. Yep. Mm-hmm. Let that sink in, folks. Secret Wars. It's coming. It's coming. Let's finish up.
You don't just stand there, you ape. Give me a hand up. Nope, I'm actually okay. Thank you very much.
Like the ending.
July 26th, and this film is not yet rated. Well, we know it's going to be rated R. But that's not the best part. So we all saw that the new title is Deadpool and Wolverine. And a lot of people that don't grasp it. But Logan's dead. Wolverine's dead. We saw him die in Logan. Yeah, in the future, this is different. Lady Death, so is Deadpool now a Disney princess? Yeah. Duh. It's Deadpool. Now, and don't get me wrong, JT, I know you're not a big Deadpool fan.
Nope, not at all.
But you do like Wolverine.
Wolverine's okay. But not enough to watch that.
Yeah. Well, it just so happens that I freaking love what Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman do to each other because it's hysterical. Everybody knows the little battle/war that they have, and no joke, I want to say maybe 5 minutes after the trailer was shown, Ryan Reynolds posted it on his, all his social media. Like all the social media managers posted it everywhere. And then not more than a minute later, Hugh Jackman's people posted this. He changed the title to Wolverine and Asshole. And all he said and all the post said was, I fixed it.
I like that. I like that. That I'd watch.
Lady Death says, "Oh my God, I've never been more disappointed to call you my friend. You don't like Deadpool?" He's been very vocal about it. He's not a big Deadpool fan.
Yeah. I watched the first one, and it's like, I can only put up with so much stupid.
But that's Deadpool. He's stupid.
and so I lasted, I think, 10 minutes and was done.
Deadpool's not for everybody.
No, Deadpool is definitely an acquired taste.
Yes.
Kind of like sushi.
Love Deadpool. I've been reading Deadpool since he was a villain. When he first came onto the scene.
Right.
And now he's just one of the greatest anti-heroes that are out there.
Yeah. Well, he fits right into your wheelhouse, so that does not surprise me in the slightest.
The guy's crazy. I'm hoping eventually they'll start having like the thought bubbles pop up, make him even crazier.
Right.
But I love.
And yes, Echo, I did.
Yeah, I loved seeing how fast, because they were backed up because of the writer's strike and the actor's strike. I mean, they had already started filming. They only wrapped, I think, last month, if I remember correctly. So now they have until July to edit the movie, do all the special effects, and get it out there. And he is Marvel Jesus because people are actually looking forward to this movie. Unlike the last bunch of films, aside from Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, meh. So it'll be interesting to see if
time will tell.
Ryan Reynolds / Deadpool and Wolverine can save the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I bet you they break the internet before Beyonce does. But anyway.
There it is. That, my friends, is our trailer park for this week. If you have a movie trailer that you want to show us and you want us to watch and we'll review it and give our take, please, by all means, send it to us at accidentalpunch@gmail.com or post it in our trailer park Discord channel. Real simple, real easy.
Before you move on to the next part of the show, I do have to give an update here, thanks to our third member.
Yes.
The one and only Lady Death, a.k.a. Nakai. She sent me this article. World's longest hug.
There it is.
I made it to the second hour of the show.
You did.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, exactly. World's longest hug record broken in aid of mental health charity Mind. Two friends have broken the Guinness World Record for the longest continuous hug, raised over 7,000 pounds for leading mental health charity Mind.
Aww.
Joe Snap and Will Jarvis broke the record for the longest recorded hug, standing at 36 hours, 36 minutes, and 36 seconds.
Wow.
Between Saturday, January 23rd and Sunday, January 24th, June of 2018.
Wow.
Taking place in a busy spot around London's South Bank, hundreds of tourists and locals cheered them on and offered moral support during the epic hugathon, with many stopping to give them an extra squeeze for good luck. Watch your hands, people. Watch your hands. Joe reported the early hours of Sunday morning were the most challenging to the pair. Quote, to be honest, there were some real low points. We were on the South Bank, and it turns out there really aren't very many people around between 3 a.m. and 7 a.m.
I can see that.
So they raised just over 7,000 pounds. So there you go. That is the current Guinness World Record set in 2018. 36 hours, 36 minutes, and 36 seconds. And once again, thank you to Lady Death, a.k.a. Nakaya, for helping me to clarify that for you.
Yeah. And now, let's do this. It's time for I Can't Believe I Read That! That's right. Time for I Can't Believe I Read That, where we take 5 news articles from the good old interwebs and, well, we bring them to your attention because, to be honest, you really need to know what's going on in this world. Not gonna lie, you really do. This week, we got some interesting ones. Yes, we do. This first one, woman comes home, as most do, to find a suspected serial burglar hiding in her closet.
Better than a serial murderer.
With a pizza cutter. I think we lost.
Like defending yourself with a wiffle ball bat.
Yep. With a pizza cutter. Mm-hmm. Yep. A female serial burglar was busted when a California woman returned home from her Thanksgiving vacay to find the barefoot suspect hiding in the closet of her luxury apartment, armed with a pizza cutter. She was in the corner of my closet, Brittany Heisman, 35, told CBS News. And discovering that Wendy Wilkinson, 43, crouched inside her bedroom closet at the Skyloft apartment complex in Irvine with a pizza cutter, cutting board, and a kitchen towel in hand.
So the only thing missing was the pizza.
Yeah. Want to say hi to Salty, who just came in. What's up, Salty? Good eye. How are you, sir? And I mean no disrespect there. I just can't do the accent as well as most people can. Unless I really try. But
we forgive you.
It's just like your worst nightmare, you know, said the victim, who had just moved into the apartment complex where a 1-bedroom, 733 square foot unit costs $2,900 a month.
Where is this?
California. Irvine, California.
Oh, yeah. That's cheap for California.
It was, but 733 square foot, I don't know. Where was security? She told KTLA. I feel like I've just been stripped down to nothing. Yeah, that's right. That's right. She just looked at her like a deer in headlights, and I screamed, "Get out! Get out!" Heisman said. Wilkinson responded, "Please don't hurt me," before running out of the apartment. What? Who says that? Like, seriously.
This one.
When Irvine police finally arrived, Heisman told them that she noticed a number of items were missing from her apartment. She took sunglasses. I know I'm going to say this wrong. Dior handbags? Did I say it right? Dior? I'm pretty sure I
close.
Said it right. Or Dior? It's not Dior, right? It's Dior.
Anyway, I think it is Dior.
Socks. Took socks. Her work ID, work badge, passport, credit card that she decided to use the next day at a car wash down the road. In total, officers allegedly located more than $30,000 worth of Heisman's belongings in her apartment, car, and storage unit, so they did catch her. With all those stolen goods, police believe the suspect must have entered Heisman's apartment multiple times in the past, and it remains unclear how she was able to get inside. Ooh, oh boy.
Real quick, want to say hi to Initiator. Came in, says he wanted to make his annual appearance. And Lady Death said it is pronounced D-or.
Isn't that how I said it?
Yes.
Dior.
Dior, yes.
Dior. I thought so.
She's helping you out.
I'm like, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure that's how I said it. What's this next one, sir?
So we're going to go from the unwiped butthole of the United States to the complete other side, to the Lang of the United States.
Oh, well.
Where we have proof that Michael Jackson is still alive.
Now, mind you, ever since Lady Death started doing these, I have not read any of these articles. Only because I, like JT, like to be surprised.
Yes, yes. And she has done a wonderful job.
She has done a fantastic job. Okay. And this one just takes the cake. Here he is.
It's a goodie. Here you go, folks. Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, right there, man.
I promise I'm not lying to you. Out of Palm Gardens, Florida, Tuesday morning, a breach of peace occurred at Busybody Gym in Palm Beach Gardens. Michael Jackson banged on the windows, screaming vulgar obscenities, exposed himself, and challenged gym-goers to fight him with their fake muscles, according to the arrest report. The entrance to the gym was locked, and patrons had stopped working out due to fear of the 47-year-old man gaining entry. When the Palm Beach Gardens Police Department officer arrived to assess the situation, Michael Jackson was reportedly argumentative and took an interesting tactic to defend himself. Imagine that. He was argumentative.
Alone. Leave him alone.
Your kid is not my... Anyway. The suspect began citing U.S. constitutional statutes in order to defend himself. Yes. Michael Jackson can not only sing, but he can quote the Constitution to you. Michael Jackson confessed to the officers that he was angry with the gym goers because of their fake muscles and ability to sleep with beautiful women.
We the people.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Amid the disturbance, the suspect allegedly pulled his pants down at one point, which 2 people witnessed. Apparently, it was pretty small.
You know I'm bad. I'm bad. Shimon.
Hey, I'm trying to read here.
I know. It's just popping in my head.
I said he was really small, and that made you go, I'm bad?
Yes. It worked perfect.
There you go. Michael Jackson was ultimately taken to the Palm Beach County Jail due to his alleged actions and charged with disorderly conduct and indecent exposure for a minimum amount of time. His first appearance here was Wednesday morning, and he's scheduled for a status check on Monday. The 47-year-old was later released from jail on Wednesday on his own recognizance, on the condition he regularly reports back to the court system, and he was also ordered to have no contact with Busybody Gym.
Dirty Diana. He's going to be someone's bitch now. Weston Echo says, sure it wasn't Reggie Jackson? He does look a little like Reggie Jackson there. And Initiator says, one pop and Sully can't stop. He's a human Pringles can. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, he's also going to be singing, "The kid, I wish the kid wasn't on my side."
You know I'm black and white.
Ebony and ivory. Oh, sorry. Where are we going next?
The world.
Boy, did that throw you for a loop.
Absolutely. We are the children.
All right, where are we going next, my friend?
because we do have to hurry up. So this next one, wow. there is video.
Catch the flubs on the run, Nakaya.
Oh yeah. We're listen, we're gone. Simple as that. We're just gone. There is a video. This one. Serial shrubbery thief busted.
Oh God.
With 8.
Look, dude, if you like Bush that much, just don't have her shave.
Yeah, well, I mean, that could work too. With $8,000 worth of greenery.
That could be 3 trees, dude.
It could.
Seriously, that could be 3 trees.
Very well could. Very well could. What did Weston Eka say?
If you haven't already.
Oh, by the way, mock it all you want, but I strongly recommend you watch the We Are the World documentary on Netflix. No, actually, I hear it's
no mocking there.
Yeah, no, I actually hear it's a really good, documentary. So, Netflix does not sponsor this show, but it'd be really cool if they did. So let's continue on here. This is serial shrubbery thief busted with $8,000 in stolen greenery.
Now at 5:30, police in Orange County say they have solved a months-long mystery after arresting a man they accuse of stealing exotic plants and trees. Good evening. This is the KTLA 5 News at 5:30. I'm Cher Calvin.
And hi there. I'm Courtney Frail in for Pedro. Thanks for joining us. According to authorities, that burglar repeatedly returned to the same business to take bushes, pots, and much more.
And an employee at that business says those stolen items were essentially put on display for everyone to see, including police. KTLA 5's Sandra Mitchell has more from Corona Del Mar.
Apparently, this thief was so convinced that he was not going to get caught, he put all of this stuff on display in his front yard. If you're frustrated about those stories, thieves that get away without getting caught, this is not one of them. Here's the sneaky way the store and police caught him. It's
okay. First of all, if you haven't learned anything from our show, and I know not everybody watches the show,
they should.
How they really should.
Continue.
Let's go on.
It's a grab-and-go theft, garden style.
He essentially had landscaped and decorated his yard with our plants, our pots, the bench from around the corner there, and just all looking nice and beautiful in his front yard, but it was all stolen.
A repeat customer, the burglar repeatedly returning to Rogers Gardens in Corona Del Mar. 4 times over 2 months, he loaded up his truck at the upscale garden center with $8,000 worth of loot.
Super frustrating because we couldn't get his license plate because it was happening at night. The glare from his headlights and taillights blocked up the view.
Rogers Gardens is serious about deterring theft.
These were kind of too big, I think, for him, the box ones.
He couldn't get those.
He couldn't get those.
There are 100 cameras on the property and a shoplifting wall of shame. So the director of operations was determined to catch this guy.
Well, I bought 8 Apple AirTags, just stuck them in the dirt of the pot. We put them in smaller pots like that.
Within a week, one of the pots with the tracking device was gone and traced to a house in Irvine, about 10 minutes away. Newport police were on the case.
They went by with a phone and took video of his front yard, kind of slowly driving by. I looked at the video and he said, does anything look familiar here? And I said, yeah, it all does. It's all our stuff.
A 175-pound fountain, numerous pots, plants, even a wooden bench were recovered. And the plant poacher, he's been arrested and now faces 4 felony counts of theft. If he's convicted on all 4 counts, the thief could face more than 10 years in state prison.
Wait a minute.
In Corona Del Mar, I'm Sandra Mitchell, KTLA 5 News. Back to you.
If he's convicted, dude,
have to say it that way.
No. Guilty. There's video from 100 cameras.
But Sully, you know as well as I do, and I hear it every day, and I say the same damn thing. They've got the MFer on camera doing it, but yet he is still just accused of.
Yeah, I know. Innocent until proven guilty, and yet the cameras are right there.
No, this is gonna have to go through the court system. Yeah. No, it's obvious he did it. String his happy ass up. I do want to say congratulations to Initiator because he called it.
He did.
About a minute and a half before they said it, he goes, "Did they stick an AirTag in the pot plant?"
Certainly did.
And he nailed it. So where was that again?
That was another California.
Another one from California. Well, we're still going to come back to this side of the U.S. Around Bethesda and the D.C. area, where 3 suspected carjackers failed to steal a Porsche successfully because, according to Maryland police, they didn't know how to drive a manual transmission.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Restaurant owner Mayo Mong was ambushed by the alleged car thieves while he was leaving his business in downtown Bethesda on Sunday night. Mr. Mong told Fox 5 that at least one of the assailants threatened him with a gun, but the restaurateur managed to rush inside of his business before reportedly hearing a gunshot.
Oh, lovely.
Because he forgot to take the safety off. Video of Mr. Mong's dash cam obtained by the network shows a red Nissan SUV parked right in front of Mr. Mong's Porsche. According to authorities, the man trailed Mr. Mong to Bethesda from D.C., where the restaurant owner had been dropping supplies for another business that he co-owns.
Oof.
The suspects allegedly exited their vehicle and attempted to carry out the carjacking after forcing Mr. Mong to hand them his keys. However, they did not seem to know how to drive the car's stick shift. Quote, "Now I'm okay. Guys stealing, the hijacking, it's too much. We are not safe, I feel like. That's why I want to say, just be careful," unquote.
Honestly?
No shell casings. I agree with him.
I agree.
Yep. No shell casings were recovered from the scene. At least one of the suspects, dressed in a gray hoodie and a mask, pulled a gun on him. The men demanded Mr. Mong to hand his cell phone and give them his password as well as his car keys. One of the suspects remained in the Nissan and appeared to point a gun at the Porsche while his co-conspirators attempted to drive the sports car. Montgomery County Police Department said that a red Nissan SUV was reportedly stolen earlier that day in D.C., but it has not been officially confirmed that it was the one used in the botched carjacking. Quote, "We are focused very heavily on the locations that border the Washington, D.C. and Prince George County line by placing additional resources with our uniformed patrols and other plainclothes assets down there to try and address the growing number of vehicles that we've seen either carjacked or have been stolen. Gee, let's just tell the thieves where we're putting the extra assets to catch them."
Yeah, because that's the smart thing to do.
Exactly.
Smart thing to do, because, why?
Yeah.
Why not?
What do we got next?
What do we got next? Well, we're going all the way to Omaha. That's right, Omaha. You heard it here first, folks. Where an Omaha man was allegedly walking down the street. Not too bad. With a running chainsaw.
Can someone show me how to turn this off?
Oh, it gets better. He was arrested for disorderly conduct. Mm-hmm. Yep, you heard me right. Disorderly conduct.
Gotta love people.
This is why I do the show. People like this.
This is why I hang around.
Because let's face it, some of this is just too good.
Yes.
Way too good. And you can't really pass that type of stuff up. So let's get right into the video, shall we?
Sure.
Again, with that chilling video from Midtown, a man swinging a chainsaw in the middle of the night. Thanks for joining us. I'm Bill Shamrocks.
I'm Julie Cornell. Police arrested that guy for disorderly conduct in mid-December, but the video just went viral. This was near 24th and Douglas outside the Westbrook Tower Apartments.
As we mentioned, he's been in trouble before with a chainsaw before. KTV News Watch 7's Maddie Augustine is live with this exclusive.
That's right, Bill and Julie. We reported on the same guy back in 2022. Now he's in trouble again. Tonight, I talked with the off-duty officer who called it in and the man who recorded this video. And that's what Ethan Harrison saw outside his window in the middle of the night near 24th and Douglas.
I thought I was in a... Okay, I think they missed the mark on this one. At least he did. Because that's a perfect opportunity for him to be wearing a leather face mask. Just saying.
Dream. I thought it was crazy. I thought I was in a movie. I couldn't believe it was real.
Harrison says he woke up to that constant sound around 2 a.m. on December 14th.
At least 3 or 4 times, just scraping the chainsaw against the ground, doing this with it.
Omaha police say that's 22-year-old Stephen Buffano walking into the Westbrook Tower Apartments. They got the call thanks to an off-duty La Vista police officer, Tyler Cameron. He told us he saw Buffano scraping the ground with the chainsaw as he drove by. Omaha police moved in moments later.
I see a bunch of flashing lights outside my window. Get back up. And then I see, I don't know, 12 or 15 cop cars all around the building.
The police report shows they found the chainsaw inside a bedroom closet, still warm to the touch with damage to the chainsaw's teeth. They booked Buffano for disorderly conduct, and he's in jail for domestic violence. A separate arrest affidavit alleges Buffano assaulted and choked his girlfriend the day before the chainsaw incident. And he's been in trouble with a chainsaw before. We reported on his arrest in 2022. Police say he threatened a homeowner while going door to door for money, then tried to hide at Holy Cross Church. Harrison says he's glad police caught him and hopes he never wakes up to this view again. No one was hurt in this case. The disorderly conduct charge is a misdemeanor, but the domestic violence charge is a felony. He goes to court for that on January 30th. Bill, Julie, back to you.
You screwed, boy. You screwed.
Echo wants to know, did he at any point say, "Hey, she bitch, let's go"?
See this? This is my boomstick.
This is my rifle, this is my gun. Oh, sorry.
That, my friends, is this week's I Can't Believe I Read That. If you have an article or video you want to send us, by all means, accidentalpunch@gmail.com or post it in our I Can't Believe I Read That Discord channel. And with that, we need to hurry up and do this.
You people are idiots. Welcome back, dumbass. Dumbass. Got anything for that, dumbass? Well, April Fool, dumbass.
It's time for the Dumbass of the Week.
Dumbasses. Dumbass. You dumbasses? 300 million sperm. That's the one that got through.
Yes, it is the one I got through. It is now time for the Dumbass of the Week, where we take that one special person from the good old interwebs and, well, we bring them to your attention because you need to know about them. And as I said earlier in the show, this one, provided by Mr. Bunky himself. That's right. And it happened right here in Connecticut, just a few towns away from me.
It's nice where we're finally getting some from your area, because we've had more than enough from my area.
Oh, absolutely.
Just saying. Just saying.
Now, I will say this. This needs to be played.
Drugs are bad. You shouldn't do drugs. If you do them, you're bad. Because drugs are bad, okay? It's a bad thing to do drugs, so don't be bad by doing drugs, okay? That'd be bad. Drugs are bad, okay?
Initiator says it's the same town. Sully, no. I wish it was. But it is only a few towns over. It's actually 20 minutes from me, 30 at most. It's actually one town over from my parents. A pastor is accused of selling meth out of his church.
Well, he couldn't play with the kids anymore, so he had to do something.
Wait, different form of Christianity, my friend. A Connecticut pastor has been arrested on allegations that he sold crystal meth out of his church's rectory. Not rectum, rectory. Had to specify that because a lot of people go, what's a rectum? The rectory. The pastor of a United Methodist Church in Woodbury, Connecticut, was taken into custody Friday last week after police received a tip about the drugs. The pastor was charged with possession of narcotics with intent to sell, possession of controlled substance, and use of drug paraphernalia, among other charges. He was released on $10,000 bail and was ordered to appear in Waterbury Superior Court. PT Salty says rectory. Now, the police have said that they found on the pastor the crystal methamphetamine in both rock form and liquefied into a hypodermic needle.
Well, that way they didn't have to do much work.
The police also said they arrested the pastor at the site of a purported drug deal set up by cooperating witness who had tipped them off. Now, with that being said, drugs are bad. Okay?
Yeah.
Drugs are bad.
Salty says those communion wafers really got a kick.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
Initiator says give it enough time, it would have been in the rectum too. Yep.
Not wrong.
And I got the perfect ending for the screw you.
Not wrong. That, my friends, is this week's Dumbass of the Week. If you have a contender, make sure you send it to us to accidentalpunch@gmail.com or post it in our Dumbass of the Week Discord channel. We gotta go. We're late as it is.
Yes.
But we gotta go. So, JT, go for it, my friend.
You can follow me, JT, a couple of different places. If you want to follow the music on Facebook, do a search for the JT Hollis fan page, and on the interwebs, simply jthollismusic.com. For the woodworking on Facebook, do a search for Veteran Garden Deco, and on the interwebs, vgdshop.com.
That's right. You can also follow me on all of the social media networks that are out there, because I'm on them all. Yes, that's right. X, Twitch, Kick, D-Live, we're there. TikTok, The Sully Show. YouTube, Accidental Punch. We do what we need to do. So make sure you stick around for a raid right after the show, because obviously we want to give some love to somebody else who's streaming, and that's what we're going to do. Next Monday, we are live at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for another episode of Avenger Pretenders, where we'll be talking about episode 3 of Echo. So if you haven't tuned in and you haven't watched it, by all means, please do, and come and join in on the conversation. It's always a fun time. Initiator wants to know if there's an Accidental Punch OnlyFans. Not yet, but you never know. Never know.
Always working on it.
Yeah, you never know what might happen. The Sully Show is live every Tuesday between 8 and 10 p.m. Eastern Time right here on Accidental Punch TV. So make sure you get the link and share it with your friends every single week, because if we get one person just from you, we'll double what we had today. Guys, I hope you have a great and safe week. We'll see you next time. Later.
Screw you guys, I'm getting him.
You're listening to The Sully Show.
They got the mustard.
Screw you. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy crap, that's some good shit.
That was a good one. That was a good one. All right, my friends, we are going to do a raid again. I want to thank each and every one of you for participating in the show today, because without you guys, well, the show would just be a little bit boring. Not going to lie. It would. Right, JT?
Yes.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little
Yes.
bit. But we are going to do a raid, so let's see who is live tonight. Let's see. Ooh, you know what? Let's go bug 'em. Viking Brewers live tonight again. He didn't come in and say hi. We're going to annoy him now. So we're going to do a raid. We're going to raid the Viking Brewer. He's playing The Legend of Zelda. So yay. Good guy comes in. He's playing Majora's Mask. We will see you guys next week for Adventure Pretenders Monday at 8 p.m. And then, of course, the Sully Show on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern right here on Accidental Punch TV. The raid is beginning to start now in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.